like to welcome everybody to this evening's program. The St. John's, Magic, Myth, and Mayhem. Can only imagine what this is going to be like with these two guys up here. They've been together for a long time from what I gather, so it will be an interesting and very informative night. My name is Dave DeRitter. I am the director of First Coast Scholars Program here at the Schultz Center for Teaching and Leadership. I'd like to just talk a little bit about First Coast Scholars. First Coast Scholars is a unique program that offers Duval County teachers the opportunity to participate in content-rich, multidisciplinary seminars led by university professors. It's very unique. We're in our 5th year, and we have 4 different seminars that we are presently offering, and actually they're just about done for the year. The outcome of these seminars is for the participating teachers to create either a curriculum unit or lesson plans that they will then use in their classroom. Those units and plans are then posted onto our River Deep Learning Village, and other teachers in the district can then access those lesson plans to use within their classrooms. Tonight's program is the 3rd in a series of annual programs presented by First Coast Scholars dealing with sustainability and the environment. This has been our focus and probably will continue to be our focus because it's something that we all live with from day to day. And if we don't take care of the environment and our own sustainability, it's going to be a sad world that we live in. So all of us have to take part in that process. Few housekeeping tips. If you need to use a restroom, just go out into the main gallery hall, turn to the left, and the restrooms are on the left-hand side. There's a little sign down the hallway. Also, if you would take a minute and turn off your cell phones, or if you have children at home, just turn it on vibrate. And if they call, you can then leave the hall and take their call. We don't want any kids out there without access to their parents. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors for this evening. Our sponsors are the Schultz Center for Teaching and Leadership, Duval County Public Schools, Community First Credit Union, and the Florida Humanities Council with funding from the Florida Department of State, the Division of Cultural Affairs. The Florida Humanities Council actually gave us a mini grant so that we could hold this symposium. So I need to say a little bit about what the Florida Council actually does. The Council is a state affiliate with the National Endowment for the Humanities and funds and coordinates statewide public humanities programs and publications that explore the people, places, and ideas that shape our state. In addition to the Speakers Bureau program, FHC awards grants for humanities projects, provides seminars for teachers, organizes cultural tourism around the state, and publishes Forum, an award-winning magazine. I would also like to thank the following organizations and institutions for sponsoring information booths this evening. We have with us tonight Community First Credit Union, and I'd like to acknowledge Community First Credit Union as First Coast Scholars business partner. They have supported us over the last 3 years, and we certainly do appreciate that support. Also, we have St. John's Riverkeeper here this evening, and we have Marine Science Research Institute at Jacksonville University. These information booths will be open at the end of our symposium this evening, so if you'd like to go over and get some more information from any of those booths, feel free to do that. Following tonight's presentation, you can visit the booths. You can help yourself to some refreshments in the back. And I apologize for the styrofoam cups. The person usually that I coordinate that with understands that I always like glass glasses. Well, she went home sick today, so that didn't happen. That's my fault, not hers. Also, if after the presentation, if you would like to buy one of Bill's books, he will be back at the table. Those are for sale, and he'll be more than happy to sign one of those for you, or 2 or 3 of those. Did you bring several books, or just more than one? More than one copy of the same book, right? Also on your table, there are evaluation forms. I would encourage you to fill one of those out before you leave tonight, and you can just leave that on the table. That's something that we do so that Florida Humanities Council knows that we've held this. They get some feedback from the presentation. That will help us hopefully maybe receive some funding from them for future programs such as this. At this time, I would like to introduce our first speaker of the evening, Dr. Quinton White. Dr. White joined the faculty at Jacksonville University in 1976, having completed his PhD at the University of South Carolina at the, I'm going to have to ask, how do you pronounce that? Baruch Institute for Marine Biology and Coastal Research. Dr. White has written numerous research and technical papers, reports, and received grants and contracts to support marine research at JU. Currently, he is conducting research on manatees and king mackerel. Dr. White served as chair of the JCCI Study on Energy, Environment, and Economy. He chaired the JU Campus Sustainability Committee, which developed policy recommendations to make JU a sustainable campus. The Marine Science Research Institute building is the first LEED certified gold building on JU's campus. And I know that's something that Quinton is very proud of and has worked many, many years to make that a reality. Quinton, it's all yours. And let me,
They'll make the magic work and the pictures comes up while we're doing that. Let me just sort of plug a couple of things. We do have a display on the far side, and among the things we're starting next fall is a master's degree program in marine science, Master's of Science with a thesis involving research, or Master's of Arts without a thesis. So if you're interested in that, please talk to me. And the other thing we're starting this year with the new facility is a marine science summer camp. This is for basically, we're saying high school age students. It's really, I guess I'm a little bit old fashioned. I'm going 8th grade on up, age 13 to 18. So if you're interested in that program, there's also some brochures to pick up. If you have any friends or people or students in your classes, let me be happy to have them take that program. It's basically the first 2 weeks after school is out, June 20th through July 1st. Okay, I'm going to try to stand here. I may want to move around a second. We'll see how this works out. When we started talking about this, this symposium, the title came up that we were going to do St. Johns River, Magic, Myth, and Mayhem. And I sort of threw and Florida in there because I don't want everybody to think we're just picking on Northeast Florida and Jacksonville. But when you start thinking about what's going on, you think about, okay, what is the magic that's going on here? And part of that is it's the water. Water everywhere. In fact, historically, you go back not that long ago, the thought was we had too much water and we had to do something with it. And so part of what happened was then we had this myth. And the myth was that we had too much and we had to do something with it. We had to get rid of water. And so there was a lot of effort spent draining and what have you. The mayhem occurred because what we did to ourselves, and at the time, we thought we'd done something good. And I hope that we're starting to learn that maybe we're not always so smart.